this placement. I love everyone in this family.
On today's show, we have lives. I was trying to juggle, it didn't work out. Okay, we are gonna do a fun family Q&A. To be honest, we tried to film this the other day. We all sat down, but it was so chaotic, and people kept coming in, and the dogs were barking, and the dogs were hitting the camera over, and it was...
And there were some little girls talking in the background. And playing with bags of chips.
It's okay. It's part of it, but it was unusable. You couldn't hear it because some people were talking too quiet, so we're gonna try this again, but we're gonna film it not sitting all together, and we're just gonna go one individually because it's easier for you guys to hear, and then we don't have to adjust volumes and yada yada. So, Kate Morris, not only, she said, hope mine gets picked, not only did you get picked, you got picked first. So, we love you. How has your relationship with each other changed over the years with adopting more wonderful kids? Also, how do you prioritize each other with such busy schedules? I want to hear.
So it's interesting. So it's interesting because Crystal and I realized that we weren't prioritizing our relationship the way we should. And
something's touching. I'm pretty sure it's a crowbar for Halloween.
So we decided to start ABC dating, and that has been amazing because I think it's reinvigorated our wanting to date each other. And also I'm taking this lovely lady.
We're going on an anniversary trip. So I'm excited about that. But I would say our relationship has changed over the years as far as like with having busy schedules and having kids and appointments, and this one has the sport and all of that. It's actually improved like our communication, because if once we don't communicate, things just start falling apart and then we gotta reconnect again. Sometimes that happens, but so I would say it helped our communication having this many. And what was it? I'll prioritize. I think prioritizing's been hard because our focus has always been the kids and been our family, and I don't know, and so sometimes we get a little disconnected, but we have to go to each other and hey, I'm feeling disconnected. And then we just have to reconnect, so.
And for me, having this many kids has really worked on my patience. I struggle with patience, but
don't lie, I test your patience every day.
Every day.
Every day. That's a lie. That's a lie. Now you have to carry me off together.
I'm not gonna let you fall.
Don't drop me.
Said it needed music, right?
Aaron's basil plant is needing some love, and it is feeling very, very, very disconnected.
Music now.
Okay, we put that in our food. It shouldn't be all over your face. We are moving on. Jamie gave me her beautiful microphone. So we are going to go around and ask some questions. First, to the Jamie. Do you still love Marilyn Monroe?
Yes, I do.
How much? On a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being, she don't even need the scale. Okay. What is your favorite Mariah Carey song?
We Belong Together.
She's quick at this. She's on top of it, guys. Love you all, but Jamie is my favorite.
Oh, that's so sweet. I love you guys too.
Aww, she's my favorite too. But so is everybody else.
Are you okay with the pasta salad tonight?
She's not even eating with us.
She's eating
with Bella.
Yeah, Bella and I are going on a date tonight.
Yeah, I felt the same way.
I feel betrayed.
You feel betrayed?
Here.
I'm going on a date with you the next 6 nights.
Dad, that means we can get sushi.
Why don't you and Savannah have a date?
Yeah.
I'm totally down. Sushi?
Yeah.
Sushi! That was an air high five if you didn't see
If you
it.
didn't see me.
There they go.
Sushi!
Isn't an air high five a Wi-Fi? It's like Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi?
Huh?
When you do the next Q&A video, what is going on with Elijah? A while ago in one of your videos, someone said that he was moving where you guys are. Is Elijah still moving? How's it going?
He really does want to move up here to the valley, but he's just struggling money-wise.
He's working and he has just so much going on.
Yeah,
Just
and
not right
his
now.
when he came up last time, his car kind of broke down. Yeah, so he needs a new car before he can come back up.
Yes. Next one's for Aaron. Ready for this one?
I am so ready. Fire away.
Aaron, you are the most handsomest, amazing guy I have ever seen in my entire life. And if Crystal messes up, I'm coming for you. What would be your response to this?
Whoa!
Whoa, yeah, it better be whoa.
I'm pretty sure this is a made-up question.
Oh, he knows me
Designed
well.
to elicit a prescribed response. But here's the kicker. You don't have to worry about Crystal messing up. You have to worry about me messing up. Because I am way above my pay grade with Crystal.
Oh, stop it.
I am.
That's sweet.
You know,
That's sweet.
the Lord gave me an angel on earth, and I don't know what I did to deserve it. So there's no replacing you. You know that, right?
That's sweet.
While you were in Texas
Why
this
are you
last
so
week,
nice?
I literally was crying because I missed you so much.
Oh, I missed you too.
You're my friend. You're my buddy.
I'm his bestie.
You're my bestie.
You're my bestie too. Back to the real
So
question.
that wasn't a real question?
No.
Oh.
No one better come for you. Okay. Crystal and Aaron, would you adopt more kids after you do the one you have soon or later? And for the kids, would any of you kids adopt kids of their own in the future? Okay, we'll ask the kids that in a minute. The answer is no.
I think we're done.
We're done.
For me.
Yeah, Arwen's gonna be our last special angel. She was our last missing piece. I know I've said that before in the past. You know what? We're trying our best. We're trying our best here. Sometimes, sometimes
Okay.
we have a plan and God laughs at our plan and changes the plan.
This is true.
You know? That's how it happens.
Here's the thing. Aurora is 7 years old. In 11 years, when she turns 18, we're not sure, where she's going to be at, whether she'll be able to live on her own yet or not. But at that time, we can reassess that situation.
So here is my thing. So I feel like we're done adopting. I know. Will you stop saying it's lies?
How bad is it that what she said is
Okay.
I have a hard time believing it?
Okay. We don't have any plans right now to adopt in the future.
There
Is
are
that a
zero
better way
plans. That is-
to word it?
There are currently no
There are no
plans.
plans. We are planning on closing our license after we adopt Arwen. Okay, but I would love to foster pregnant teens once the kids are all older. Like this is like future plan. Like I would love to like bring them in and teach them how to be a mom and like I don't know. I've always had a soft spot for teens and I feel like they go through so much, and so I would love to be more of a guidance or more of a mentor than to adopt more kids in the future. Plus, I think we're gonna have so many grandkids someday that I want to be able to enjoy that and not have like more kids. You know what I mean?
That makes a lot of sense. It
Yeah.
really does.
Yeah.
Just don't.
Not having a lot of grandchildren.
I'm not having. She says that's a lie. I'm not having a lot of grandchildren.
Yeah,
We're just not combining
Look,
pregnant
I already
teens
have
and
one.
grandchildren.
Even if the average of 2.5 children per child,
I think the statistics
continues.
going down though. I think people are having less babies nowadays.
I
don't
mean,
know
we're
if
still
that's true or
looking
not.
at 17 times 2.
Even
That's a
if
lot.
each kid has one, that's still 17 grandchildren.
That's true.
So we'll see.
Renee Gooden 1317 asks, Joe dating ?
Open to it. Kind of playing the field a little bit, getting back into the swing of things, but definitely open to it.
Excellent. Ladies.
Kind of. I'm a little. It may
Number
not
down below,
seem
Mark.
that way. I try to be very gregarious and open on film, but I am kind of a little bit introverted and shy as well. But definitely, I'm open to exploring the dating scene again.
How is Lucas doing at his job, and does he enjoy it?
Yes, I do enjoy it, and with my my cooking job, I'm learning a lot of new things,
So-
like techniques.
He is working in a kitchen. I know we haven't even said what he's doing or anything like that, but yes, he works as a cook.
Yep.
And do you still want to do culinary? Like, are you enjoying it that much?
Yeah, I might do culinary. I just need to work on my speed and how fast I do things.
Okay.
Mommy
Okay,
need
I
to.
didn't know that.
What is Brody's favorite subject in school?
Not math.
Art.
No, you're supposed to say what's your favorite subject, not your least favorite.
Not
Least
math.
favorite is
Not
math.
math.
I feel like
Not art.
English because you've been reading Harry Potter.
It's not what we do in English. English is boring.
Social
Reading.
studies.
Social studies, yeah. Social studies.
Social studies your favorite? Are any of the kids lefties?
Yes.
I didn't even finish the question. He is the only lefty in the house,
And then Joe.
and then Joe is too. Are you left?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's why I always have to
remember.
sit funny at the
'Cause
table?
He always wants to sit in a certain seat at the table. Yeah. So Joe and Brody are lefty.
That's right.
For Ryland, what is your favorite subject in school?
Mine's second period and it's PE.
PE. What do you like about PE?
Sports. We're doing flag football, which is my favorite. So, and I'm pretty good at it.
Nice. I love it. Okay, for Bella. Ready for this? Yeah. You seem serious for a minute. Okay, how is med school going? Are you happy with the path you have chosen?
It's going really good actually. I like to be there a lot more than I like to be at like normal school. I actually like hate leaving med school to go to normal school, so it's nice and I feel like it's definitely like the right path for me.
She said the other day, well, it was a few weeks into school, and she was like, I never realized how easy it is to learn when you love what you're doing.
Yeah, because I feel like I don't struggle in this class like at all.
She has great grades,
Yeah.
like amazing.
But then like when it comes to like math or like not necessarily math anymore, I feel like I'm better at math, but like English, I feel like I've been like struggling with that more than I am like with med stuff. I don't know, it's just easier to learn.
And she's been like sitting and studying, and like she's really just focused on it. And I do feel like it's the correct path when you're that passionate.
Yeah, well, because I never studied before. Definitely not, but yeah.
Okay, this one is really good, and actually we've never answered this before. I wanted to know how the kids came up with their camera names before their adoption. I can remember Bella went by Emma, and I also wonder where she came up with that, and Ches and Bob the Builder and all this. Okay.
So, actually, I didn't come up with it. Mom and Dad, because I couldn't figure out what to call
We
myself.
kept asking her, like, what name do you want? What do you want? And she was like, I don't know.
Yeah, so I was just like, whatever you guys want. They were just like, Emma, and I was like, sure, whatever, like, that's fine.
I don't really remember how we even came up with Emma. I think we were just like throwing names out, and that one kind of just stuck.
I think so. Or, I don't know, I kind of feel like it came with something else too, but I don't remember.
I don't remember. But Liam and Ryland did come up with their own. How did you come up with your name?
I thought it was like funny when I came up with it, so I just said it.
Wasn't it from Roblox or somewhere?
Yeah, it was like a meme of cheese, how Roblox says it, but yeah.
And then Ryland, how did you come up with Bob the Builder?
I used to think I was funny back then,
You still are funny.
and then I just thought of Bob the Builder because I thought it was funny.
So really there's no like rhyme or reason for their names. It's just whatever the kids want to do. That's what we do. Or if they can't think of one, then we think of one. Or I don't know, you know. Okay, a couple of questions for you guys. First, are you still doing podcasts?
I am still doing podcasts. Are you still doing podcasts?
We're trying so hard. No, we are gonna start.
We
doing
moved the set, and we haven't filmed any since, and I've been trying to get her to on it. It's
No,
both of
it's
us,
true.
honestly.
I've been
But-
so crazy busy, and I've had so much going on that I'm like, without having a space that you can just like go to and film it. And I'm like, oh, I have to set up, and then I have
It's
to
a
take
lot.
it down,
It
and then I
is
have
a
to figure
lot
out
to
where,
just-
and then I'm like, oh, I don't have time for that, and then it's just, you know. But we have found a space for the podcast. We're really excited, and we're going to be setting it up in the next week or two, and then podcasts will be regular every Tuesday, coming very soon.
And no one can move into this room, so no one's going to be able to take it.
Yes. Yes. That's official.
I don't think I've ever just like sat in Max's room.
Yeah, this is
I
kind of a
walk
fun
in here,
space.
bother Max, and then walk out.
Adorable siblings. Okay, can you guys do a bloopers video? I'm sure you guys have some doozies.
I think we should.
We should.
I think we should.
We
actually
have some funny
do.
clips out there.
Yeah, we do. We
It
have
would
some.
definitely bring some joyness to some people.
Yes. Okay, so we will do a bloopers video. I don't know. Mark has some bloopers pulled aside that he's like, if you ever do, like these are really funny. But okay, yeah. Are you liking your Stanley from Temu? I wish I could get one, but I really can't afford it to live on a budget. So the Temu one is a great alternative
It's
to
like
the Stanley
$10.
Yeah, I
Dad
think it
said
was
he
something
likes
like
his
that.
more than the Stanley.
Yeah, I like my Temu one more than the Stanley too.
So the only difference I've found, because I have both of those, is I feel like the straw fits a little nicer in the Stanleys, and then the Temu ones it's a little loose. But really, I don't turn mine upside down either way.
I don't know why
Stanley.
you would be turning it upside down.
So I
but
feel
yeah.
like that's the only difference. Other than that, it works perfectly the same. I actually love mine more because I love my sparkly one from Temu, and I don't think Stanley has a sparkle one.
I don't think they do either. And I like how like customizable theirs are. Like
Yeah.
theirs are more fun. Stanleys are just basic and plain. Sorry, love you Stanley, but
I was like, now we're never getting a brand deal.
I have a few questions for you.
Okay, fire away.
Has Aaron ever been tested for sleep apnea or narcolepsy?
I have never been tested for either sleep apnea or narcolepsy. My dad actually has sleep apnea. He's been on a CPAP machine for 10 or 15 years. So it is very possible that I might be in that area, but yeah. I'm working on getting tested for it, so more to come on that.
What kind of dog is Joy?
Joy is a toy golden doodle, toy being miniature. So she's the same type of dog that Maddie is, but smaller.
And cuter.
Maddie's got this crazy drool going. And there's the smaller, cuter. Aw.
Aaron, have you ever been to Canada? Just wondering because our landscape is lots of forest and driving in the fall is amazing.
I actually have never been to Canada, but would love to come to Canada. One of my favorite YouTubers, Daily Driven Exotics, the main guys are from Canada. So they're constantly filming from there. So I love seeing it there, and I've always wanted to go there. I think it would be very awesome. I have a feeling it's very much like Alaska, and I really enjoyed Alaska, though I know Alaska's a little bit more north, but yeah.
Facts. That's all I have for you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, I got a Q&A. What are you making for dinner?
Pasta salad.
sushi.
But I'm in a conundrum. I really wanted pasta salad tonight, but my basil plant only has enough for this meal. I basically have to kill my basil plant in order to make this meal.
Facts.
I'm a little sad about that.
Facts.
The circle of life.
All right, we have a couple questions for Arwen. You ready?
Yeah.
Ready for this?
Yeah.
Are you really ready?
Yeah.
Super ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
I always say yeah.
I would love to know, where would Arwen love to go on vacation, and how? Well, we'll do that question first. Okay, where would you love to go on vacation?
California.
Oh, where in California?
The beach.
The beach. Have
Because
you,
I love California beach.
have you ever been to the beach?
No.
You've never been to the beach before? Oh, we need to take
I've
this girl
seen
to the
it,
beach.
but I've never been there.
You've seen it like in videos or like?
No.
Where have you seen it?
I've seen it when I've been in California. I was born in California.
So did you drive by it? You just
Yes.
never went onto the beach?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I drove by it. Oh yeah, when I was at my grandpa's, I had a little vehicle, a motorcycle. Well, it was a 4-wheel motorcycle. It was so good. My grandpa drove me on it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It kind of goes on to how she's coping, seems very comfortable, loves it. Do you ever think of putting your kids in self-defense classes? That'll be to you.
Yes.
Yes.
Especially now that Ariana moved across country and is, very separate from us, I really wish I would put all of our kids in self-defense classes. So we may be looking into that here.
Yeah.
You just want to be a Ninja Turtle.
Come on. Hold on, here comes Brody. Brody wants to add to it. You gotta face this way though.
I want to do karate. I don't know why. I want to do it.
Was that inspired by the Ninja Turtles?
Absolutely not. I've been wanting to do that.
Okay, absolutely not.
Oh.
Okay.
It's not even on.
How's Arwen doing with being in the family?
Better.
How better?
10.
10 out of 10.
Because I love this placement. I love everyone in this family.
Oh, we all love you
Even the younger boys and older boys. Even the boys that tease me. I still love them.
Yeah, brothers do that sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Right.
How has Arwen adjusted to having a big family and a forever home now that she is so sweet and happy?
I would give that a 10 out of 10 because I love this family a lot.
She's adjusted really quickly.
Yes.
She gets along with everyone. Like, it's been amazing.
Yeah, and if someone like starts to get me upset, I would go to one of you, I would go to mom or dad, and I would tell them that I need to talk privately.
Yep.
Yeah.
Arwen, I think she called their mom and dad the fastest out of everyone that's been adopted.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
You know who was the fastest?
Who? Joy.
Probably Melinda. I think Melinda was the fastest to call mom and dad. I'm trying to remember because I think Melinda was like after 2 weeks. Like it was really fast. Okay, last question for you, Arwen.
Okay.
How do you like having so many brothers and sisters, and we cannot wait for adoption day?
I love having brothers and sisters because I actually love having brothers and sisters because everyone usually be kind, nice, and abundant things.
And you always have someone to talk to, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. And always a lot of busyness and craziness
Yeah.
around you.
And I love going to the trampoline parks.
Yeah, trampoline parks are very fun.
Yeah. We should probably go tomorrow.
We should go to
What's
one
the
tomorrow.
funnest thing that we've done since you came?
Funnest isn't a word.
What is the most fun?
What is the most fun the event that we've done since you came?
Joe's birthday party.
Oh, Joe's birthday party was amazing
That was
this year.
fun.
That's when
That
we
was
went and
very
did the inflatable
Obstacle course.
On water.
on water. It was so fun.
And it was kind of tricky because of the bars.
Yeah. What happened to Sunday's vlog? That was a part of my Sunday. Crying emojis. Aw, that's so sweet. So I actually used to post Sunday through Thursday. And so I wouldn't post Friday, Saturday. I did that for like over a year. And then one day, I don't know, sometimes like I just get ideas and then I'm like, maybe I'm gonna start posting Monday through Friday and not post Saturday, Sundays. But then I posted a Sunday not too long ago. You know, long story short, I don't know.
It's coming back.
It's coming back though. I really think I'm gonna go back to Sunday through Thursday. I liked that schedule because then I felt like Friday, Saturday was like my day with just the kids and like spending time together. We didn't film. Like it was just a fun time. So we'll see. We have just a few more questions. What do you wish you would have known at the beginning of your fostering journey? Beginning that journey myself and would love to know what not to do. Love you all. God bless. That is amazing that you're starting your foster care journey. We wish you all the best of luck and love, and our prayers and heart is with you because that's so amazing.
I think one of the biggest lessons that we've learned, now if you're doing foster care and you have a lot of kids, this may not apply, but when you first get a kid in and they really don't have a lot of stuff, some of them are dropped off in a towel with a bag wrapped around their head. You want to go out and you want to get them just all of these different things. But what I've noticed, or what we've noticed, is when you do get a child in and they start getting the proper care and they're eating, they grow really quick. And so they are going to grow out of those clothes very quickly. So I would recommend, instead of buying brand new when you first get a child in, I would try Goodwill or a secondhand store or a thrift store for some of the clothes. And then once the child grows a little bit because they're getting the nourishment and stuff that they need, then yeah, go out and get them brand new stuff.
Can you explain, you said with the bag around the head, that sounds really weird. Can you explain what that meant?
Our first foster child came to us literally wrapped in a towel, and she had lice. So they had done a lice treatment, and then they wrapped
They put mayonnaise in her hair.
They put mayonnaise.
Like a Walmart bag on
over
top.
her head. Yeah.
And it was the most heartbreaking experience. I think that, I mean, we've gone through several. When you do foster care, you get to hear the worst of the worst stories and how people treat people. And sorry, I'm not even meaning to get teary-eyed about it, but it's like, it's terrible. It's terrible. So my biggest piece of advice with just fostering in general is to always keep your heart open and don't always trust every caseworker. I know that might sound so bad, but I feel like a lot of times the caseworkers get to hear and see and go, be in the middle of these really terrible situations, and they don't want the kids sleeping in like the offices, and they're trying to get placements, but sometimes they won't tell you the full story behind a child's background or what they've gone through, and they feel like, oh, I'm just trying to get them placed. But in return for the foster parent, at least what we experience is then we don't necessarily understand some of the behaviors because we weren't told the full story. But we still would have taken in the kid had we known the full story, but I feel like we could have helped them in such a faster way than trying to investigate and figure it out ourselves. So I wish caseworkers were a little more open and foster parents were open to like understanding that. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of amazing caseworkers out there. Like, my love goes to caseworkers because they're doing amazing work and changing lives.
And this
so
isn't
I don't
something
want to diss the caseworkers, but
this isn't towards the caseworkers, but I do think that they're very overworked in their profession, and it's not by their choice. Like, our state only has so much of a budget to hire so many caseworkers, and they have to handle however many kids are in the system. So
the other thing too is they, when a child goes back, when they are reunified. So when you take in a foster kid, the hope is reunification with family. And unfortunately, that's not the case in several situations, or there's situations where you, as a foster parent, don't feel good about a situation they're going back to, and you've loved and took care of this kid and thought of them as your own, and it's extremely difficult and can be very heartbreaking. And it can feel like the loss of a child sometimes when they go back and you're so attached. It happened to us several times, and so many times we wanted to put like a guard up or put a wall up to like protect your own heart. But just remember that kid needs all of your love and all of your everything that you would give, your biological child or whatever they want to place it. Like, truly think of that kid as your bio kid when they come in, and be understanding to behaviors or what they're going through, and keep your heart open. Do not put those walls up to protect yourself, because that kid needs to feel that love. So that would be my biggest piece of advice. Do your current kiddos ever have problems or troubles adjusting to newly adopted kids? They are trying to adopt a 4-year-old, but their 2-year-old gets so super jealous when they are around, and they both end up fighting all day. So this has happened to us several times. It's, kids come in and you want them to just fit in and it feel easy, but I don't know whatever parent ever said their kid was easy in any situation. I mean, it's just not the reality of having kids. And so, but it can be really difficult, and it can feel like that where you're just like, oh, why are they fighting? Or, and just keep at it though. Know that it is going to work out, that the kids are going to get used to each other. It's kind of like, even if you were to have a baby and you were to have, your youngest child could get really jealous. So you get them a baby doll, and then you take them along the journey of taking care of them. And when we first got our very first foster child, we brought Hallie in because I thought Hallie would get really jealous, but Hallie, I was like, okay, she needs clothes, and do you think you have any extra that you could share? And she's been through a lot, and I took her a part of the journey with us, and so it helped with adjusting that part of it. So you just bring them along the journey and figure out what's best for your child.
I would also look into team building exercises, but are more geared for that age group. Because I'm sure there's some out there.
I think instead of answering the last question, I think we go a little more in depth on that too, because I liked how, so yes, in videos, it looks like we're always having fun. We're out doing this activity, or we're taking the kids here, or we're doing this, or what I really haven't talked about, or what I haven't gotten on the back end, is the team building, I guess the bonding that is going on at activities. And I'm not saying take your kids and go do, you know, crazy things all the time or that kind of stuff, but even taking your kids to the park and going up the slide. And if you have like a 3 or 4 year old, like, hey, let's help them up the slide, or hey, they're having troubles with this. And like, you bring them along to where they have these bonding experiences with each other. And then I never really understood the impact until just a few years ago when the kids looked back on memories and they were like, oh my gosh, like I remember, like Ariana's like, Hallie, I remember when we did this together, and I remember doing it together and accomplishing. So even doing like KiwiCo boxes and building something together, or it can be a project at home, you don't have to go anywhere, but it's just doing things together to create that bond. And that time, getting a Play-Doh set for a 3 and 4 year old and having them try to make ice creams together. And, you know, be careful not to make it competitions though, because that can create other problems. But yeah, that was a really long-winded, and if you're still with us, I really appreciate it. But thank you guys so much. I feel like we could go way more in depth on a podcast about these kind of topics and these kind of things and what we've experienced with it. So that will be coming.
That is one of the questions
really
that I didn't
soon.
hear us answer is, are we doing the podcast still? Yes.
Oh yeah, I answered it with Max a little bit ago.
There you go.
They know the answer. It's coming. It's coming in like 2 weeks. Just give us a minute to set everything up. And yeah. All right. Well, thank you all so much for hanging out with us, and we will see you all next time.
Love you guys. Bye.